Super Eagles goalkeeper, Stanley Nwabali has stirred conversation across social media after dropping what many believe is a veiled message aimed at Victor Osimhen. Stanley Nwabali's post came only days after a heated on-field moment during Nigeria's 4-0 win over Benin Republic in a 2026 World Cup qualifier. Osimhen was the star of that match, scoring a hat-trick to seal Nigeria's place in the playoffs. But while the Galatasaray striker grabbed the headlines, tension brewed elsewhere in the squad. Nwabali, who has been under fire for his performances in recent games, appeared visibly agitated during the encounter and was caught clashing with teammates Wilfred Ndidi and Bassey. At one point, Nwabali shoved Ndidi when the midfielder tried to calm him after a confrontation with a Benin player. Cameras later spotted him in a heated exchange with Bassey as the team walked off the pitch at halftime. Adding fuel to the rumors of unrest, the Chippa United shot-stopper took to Instagram with a cryptic story that read, "I never fake care anyone. What I give from my heart. Choose a good heart. People change so fast. I believe you VO9." The mention of VO9, Osimhen's shirt number, is suspected to mean that the striker is involved in the alleged misunderstanding within the squad. Nwabali's recent performances, including a shaky display in Nigeria's 2-1 win over Lesotho, had already drawn criticism from fans calling for him to be dropped. But head coach Eric Schell stood by him, insisting on continuity between the posts as he started the goalkeeper against Benin Republic less than 4 days later. At the time of writing, Nwabali has yet to clarify his post. Osimhen, for his part, has remained silent, leaving the true meaning of the message open to interpretation. South Africa's Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, Gayton McKenzie, has admitted he does not want the Super Eagles to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. McKenzie was reacting to Nigeria's role in his country's complicated qualifying journey. Bafana were deducted 3 points and 3 goals for fielding an ineligible player against Lesotho. Nigeria was one of the countries that protested and demanded that FIFA took necessary action. However, Hugo Broos' team eventually finished top of Group C, 1 point ahead of the Eagles. "I heard you earlier saying that we, South Africa, will also root for Nigeria," McKenzie said in an interview shared on X by South African journalist Robert Marawa. "I want to make it very clear, I wish for them not to qualify. I just want to make that one clear. They tried. I knew what they did behind the scenes. I want them to lose. Nigeria must not go to the World Cup. Another African country must go." Now sport commentator Veli Yajit has urged Galatasaray manager Okan Buruk to rest Victor Osimhen for Saturday's Istanbul derby against Basaksehir. According to Yajit, Osimhen is tired after playing for Nigeria against the Benin Republic in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier on Tuesday. Recall that Osimhen scored a hat-trick as Nigeria defeated Benin 4-0 in Uyo. The 26-year-old had also played for Nigeria against Lesotho before the Benin game. "I don't think Osimhen should be in the starting 11 for the Basaksehir match. He's been through a tiring period, he's tired after national team duty," Yajit was quoted as saying by Habersara Kermaizi. "I see Osimhen very happy. His complete focus is on Galatasaray. He no longer has thoughts like, where will I go? What will my contract be like? These details are important. I expect a performance beyond the top level from him." Also in the news, Atlanta head coach Ivan Juric hopes Ademola Lookman will maintain the right attitude after failing to secure a move away from the club in the summer. Lookman was eager to join Inter Milan during the transfer window, but Atlanta rejected 2 bids from the Nerazzurri. The Nigeria international submitted a transfer request in an attempt to force the move. The 27-year-old also went AWOL before being reintroduced to the squad. Lookman is yet to register a goal or an assist for La Dea this season. Juric is keen to see the winger maintain his positive attitude in training. "I hope that he will return from international duty with the same attitude that I saw in the last 2 or 3 weeks he worked with us, where I had no complaints," Juric told Sport Mediaset. Super Eagles of Nigeria have moved up 4 places to 41st in the latest FIFA Men's World Rankings, reclaiming their position among Africa's top 5 teams. The updated rankings, released by FIFA on Friday, October 17, highlight Nigeria's steady progress under coach Eric Shell following a strong performance in their last two 2026 World Cup qualification games. The Super Eagles, previously 45th, leapfrogged the Ivory Coast, who dropped to 42nd. Naija News reports that Nigeria's rise was fueled by back-to-back wins in the qualifiers. They edged Lesotho 2-1 in Polokwane before producing a dominant 4-0 victory over the Benin Republic in Uyo. The results not only boosted their ranking points but also sealed their place in the African playoffs for the 2026 World Cup. The Super Eagles will next face Gabon, ranked 77th in the world and 15th in Africa, for a place in the final playoff round. If they progress, a showdown with either Cameroon or DR Congo will follow. On the continental scene, Morocco remain Africa's highest-ranked side despite slipping one spot to 12th globally. Senegal sit second in Africa and 18th in the world, followed by Egypt in 32nd and Algeria in 35th, with Nigeria rounding out the top 5. Completing Africa's top 10 are the Ivory Coast, Tunisia, Mali, Cameroon, and South Africa. Globally, Spain continue to lead after a strong run in World Cup qualifying, defeating Georgia and Bulgaria. World champions Argentina climbed back to second place after friendly wins over Venezuela and Puerto Rico, while France dropped to third following a 2-2 draw against Iceland. In addition, Remo Stars coach, Thiago Condé, has expressed the team's determination to secure qualification to the group stage of the CAF Champions League. The Sky Blue Stars will face South African giants Mamelodi Sundowns in the second-round first-leg tie at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena, Abeokuta on Sunday. Condé admitted that the encounter will be difficult. "It's a big challenge for us and for our story. It is a privilege. We are facing a team like Mamelodi Sundowns," Condé stated in a pre-match interview. "Our focus and determination is to do what we have never done, qualify for the group stage of the competition. It will be difficult for us and likewise for them too because it's 11 against 11 and after 90 minutes the decision will be made. The second leg is billed to take place in South Africa next week.